So, hi everyone. Today is a very special day because we have one of our own students who have turned their dream into reality by securing admissions to Sri Ram College, that is SRCC, one of the most prestigious commerce colleges we have in India. But this is just another success story. Today, we are going to uncover everything behind the achievement, the preparation, struggles, mock test, balancing CBSC with CUET, the ups and downs, and strategies. So, first of all, congratulations, Avika. It's amazing to have you here. So, let's hear something from your side first.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll
So,
introduce
Avika,
myself.
first give your introduction, like where you are from, like which
Yeah.
school you have studied so far.
Hello, everyone. I am Avika Makloha and I'm from Panipat, Haryana. I graduated from Delhi Public School Panipat Refinery and I recently secured admission to Sri Ram College of Commerce, as ma'am said, for the BCom Honors program. I had a yeah.
Then you can
I
continue.
so I had a composite score of 1150.993 out of 1250 and a score of 953.841 for my BCom honors, which secured me a rank of 49 for BCom honors.
49. Absolutely. So, congratulations. First of all, you scored a very good rank for your SRCC achievement. So, Avika, when did you first decide that SRCC is going to be your dream college? Like it was your goal, or did it become your target during the preparation kind of a thing?
I feel like my SRCC is it's almost like a North Star for commerce students. It is the
Absolutely.
direction you look into if you look for any good institution, premier institution. It is the first option that you look into. For me, it was always SRCC for commerce. While I did look into other options, like you have other premier colleges like SSCBS or even St. Stephen's, I felt like SRCC was my goal. Like,
Absolutely.
I
So,
do not remember thinking about it.
absolutely. So, for a commerce kid, it's always SRCC that happens to be the dream college. And you're going to
Yeah,
see a lot of students from your batch also there. Like few girls have enrolled in SRCC, and I hope you know the names as well. So
yeah,
they
yeah.
are going to eventually meet you there. So, so Avika, what was your score in CBSC boards?
I had a 99.4% in my CBSE.
Absolutely. And if I'm going to talk about the subject-wide scoring,
Subject wise scores, I had 100 and 100 in accountancy, in economics, in business studies. In English, I have a 97 out of 100. And in mathematics, I had a 91 out of 100.
okay, so Avika, very good score that you have scored in CBSC and a very good percentile. So, how did you manage your CBSC board and CUET together? Like, this is
Ma'am,
something that every student worries about.
yeah, I feel like that is not something you need to worry about as much if you are in CBSE. There is a lot of syllabus overlap for CBSE and CUET. So I feel like till your boards, you can prioritize your class 12 board studies and build a good solid foundation. Because I feel like, especially for accountancy and mathematics, you need that solid foundation going in to CUET because it is not possible to completely renew your knowledge or your application of those particular subjects. So I feel like you can focus on CBSE till your boards, and after that, for that 1.5 month that you get, you can focus on CVT prep.
Absolutely. So, can you walk us through your daily routine? Like, how many hours did you study? Like, divide the time between boards, CUET, NCRT, MCQs, revision. So, how did you manage all these things?
Initially, till my class 12 boards, I used to attend career launcher classes. Of course, I was very regular there. But other than that, I feel like on weekends, I utilized my time for GAT prep because at the time I was thought I would take GAT as a subject. I utilized it for GAT and English prep. Otherwise, sometimes I would also do mocks, but like a huge chunk of that preparation was after boards. And after board exams, I feel like it was a very rigorous schedule, doing 3-4 mocks per day and studying even 15 hours if I felt like the need was. But it's always divided into not how many hours I needed to study, but what chunk of syllabus I needed to complete in that particular day. And no matter how much time it took to complete it, I was very disciplined about completing it ultimately. So yeah, I would say that was my personal way of doing it, but it varies student for student.
And if you remember your first score that you scored in like CUET mock that you gave, what was your first score initially?
In which subject, ma'am? Like,
Overall. Overall.
overall, I would say, like for BST, it goes pretty high. I was scoring like 240 or above out of 250. For accountancy, the first mock I tried was a career launcher mock, and they are like, I feel like those are the best difficulty mocks you'll find in career launcher. So I was scoring like, I had like 4 or 5 questions wrong, I remember it. And I felt like a little down in the drums because accountancy is my favorite subject, but I feel like that is a really good resource. For English, I scored I think around 225. Not really, I don't remember it very clearly, but those were the general ballpark of scores initially.
Absolutely. And how did you like match your mocks that you gave in Career Launcher with the actual mock that you gave? Like, what was the similarity? Was there any questions that was repeated in the actual paper that you attempted?
Yeah, ma'am, I would say that it, like I said, for mathematics and for accountancy, these were really difficult mocks. So I would encourage students to be prepared about that going in, but it's a really good resource if you ultimately want to prepare yourself for the very worst. So the top tier questions you will find there, and that will gauge your knowledge of the subject. And yeah, so I feel like it's a good resource. For English, for business studies, I feel like they were very good. Like there were consistencies across papers. Even for accountancy, there were a few questions and that patterns of questions that are repeated. We do see that happening. Yeah.
Okay. So, did you have at some point of time, did you had like a self doubt? Was there any phase when you felt stress? And how did you analyze your mistakes after every mock?
Ma'am, I would say that stress is implicated when you're talking about intensive test preparation. Like for CUET or for any other exam, I imagine that if you're giving so much of yourself, if you are so dedicated towards one particular goal, I feel like there is certain self doubt that creeps in. But for me, it was not during my prep time. At the time, I was pretty confident in what I'd studied. For me, it was after I'd received my scores. After I saw them, I initially my goal was BCom honors only, and because I had aptitude for accountancy, it's always been my favorite subject. But at the time, I was also confused between economics honors and BCom honors because I had a 912.94 score, if I'm right, out of 1000 for economics, and I had a 63 rank there also. So I was confused as to which one I should pursue because there's pros and cons each side. They're really good courses, and if you're doing it, and you also have to compare colleges then. So it's a whole shebang of things, right? So I would encourage students to be very prepared from the get-go because this is a problem I experienced. Be very educated regarding all courses. It do not be biased about one single particular.
क्लियर एजेंडा होना चाहिए कि क्या करना है बीकॉम
बहुत क्लियर होना चाहिए मैम otherwise you will there is a slight confusion, a self doubt that might creep in because
Absolutely.
ultimately I was हाँ
और प्रेफरेंस के टाइम पे तो इट इज गोइंग टू बी लाइक वेरी chaotic if you're not clear that what you are supposed to do क्योंकि colleges rankings are totally different for each course that you take.
Yeah, for sure, ma'am. And it's also that whole thing of do you prefer college over course or course over college? So that is something I feel like you need to be very clear about from the get-go. I was pretty clear about BCom honors, but even then I faced that little self-doubt. Should I go for eco? Should I go for eco?
That happens with every child. You'll have to see the pros and cons of everything first and then analyze क्या करना है.
Yeah, for sure, ma'am. But I feel like if you have a good support system, I had my parents, my friends, they were really helpful throughout that process of figuring out what exactly I wanted to do with my life and where exactly my aptitude lied. So I would encourage you to reach out and talk to your parents, your friends, etc.
It's very important.
Yeah, for sure.
You should have somebody to talk to. Like you cannot solely rely on yourself कि हाँ जो मैं कर रहा हूँ that is fine. You need somebody to like guide you at some point of time.
Especially if you're really confused. I feel like
Absolutely.
it comes in handy. Yeah.
No, that's true. So, how did your live classes, teachers, mentorship at Career Launcher contributed to your preparation? Was there any particular session or advice that stayed with you throughout?
Ma'am, I feel like teachers at Career Launcher were hugely helpful. Like, there is a difference between what you study for CBSE and what you studied for CUT. There is a gap, I would say, in terms of difficulty when it comes to certain subjects, like for BST, for accountancy, even for mathematics. You have very lengthy papers in CUT, right? So, teachers at Career Launcher really helped cement that foundation that we needed. For accountancy, we had Arhan Jain sir. He was really wonderful. For BST, we had, of course, Akshika ma'am. We practiced so many questions during the live session, ma'am, that it was ultimately really helpful towards CUT. Then for mathematics, we had Vaishali ma'am. That was also really nice. And for economics, of course, we had Sushma ma'am. So it was, I would encourage career launcher students, you should attend your classes.
एब्सोल्युटली, वो तो बहुत जरूरी है. अगर रेगुलर नहीं होगे तो फिर कैचअप ही नहीं होगा.
Yeah, ma'am. Once you leave that one particular class, या दो तीन एक साथ हो जाती हैं, and you miss out on that amount of syllabus because watching recording is efficient in terms of time, I would say, but that thing that you get from a live class, that is missing completely.
That is different. वो experience से
Yeah.
थोड़ा अलग होता है. There you can ask your doubts. Then अगर कुछ समझ नहीं आया तो teacher is going to ask you समझ आ गया नहीं समझ आया. And then you can say मैम आ गया नहीं आया. And then you can ask your doubts. तो वो experience से थोड़ा अलग होता है. Rather watching the recordings of the classes.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
So looking back now, if I tell you that you could change one thing about your preparation, is there anything that you would like to change?
One thing I would like to change would be not change per se, but I was also preparing for other competitive exams at the time. And I feel like it is really taxing on you to prepare for more than one exam at a time. But if you're doing it, I mean, I was preparing for IPMAT simultaneously. And also there were entrances for each and every other private institution also because you need to keep backups. I feel like it is pretty clear to everyone that you need to have backups. So I feel like managing that time more efficiently would maybe lead to more success other ways also. But that depends on student to student. Yeah.
Student to student depend करता है कि either they are only targeting one courses or they are going for multiple.
For sure, ma'am. But I feel like that need for backups is very important. Very, very important.
So, is there any message that you would like to give to somebody who is just watching this interview right now and dreams to get into SRCC and but isn't confident that whether they are going to get a chance to like get into SRCC or their dream college? So, would you like to tell them something like a little advice kind of a thing?
Yeah, ma'am, for sure. I would say that I know it seems pretty intimidating at first because there is a lot of competition when it comes to these premier colleges. There's dhakka-mukhi, I would say. In formal language, ultimately, there is a lot of competition. But if you are confident in yourself, in your preparation, and if you ultimately like what you study, I really enjoyed my subjects, and I feel like even that whole struggle of studying 10 hours a day, 15 hours a day, that was fine as long as I loved my subjects. So I feel like if you have that passion for your particular what you do, it makes the whole thing a lot easier. So focus this during this time on your class 12 only. It will help you build that passion of, this is something I enjoy doing actually, and it is not something I'm being forced to do. So I would really say कि build that foundation from class 12 itself, especially for practical subjects. Otherwise, you will think you are punishing yourself. And I feel like these
पे तो कुछ भी नहीं छोड़ना. Absolutely. End moment पे तो कुछ भी नहीं छोड़ना, चाहे practical subjects हो या theory subjects.
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
And I know that you happen to be one of my favorite students attending the classes on a regular basis. We were chit chatting a lot. So it was a very good year with you people, like all of you all together. So thank you so much, Ravika, for sharing your journey. I'm sure that your story is going to inspire thousands of students who are preparing for CUT. So I wish you all the very best for your college journey at SRCC. So So thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so much.
joining us today and taking the time out. Have a nice day, Avika. See you soon, okay?
Thank you so much. Okay, for sure, ma'am.
Take